sharing innovative and creative actions. That's for you. It's a great pleasure for me to have Ms. Miyuki Inoue of Asahi Shimbun, and I would like to ask as our guest, and I would like to ask a few questions to her. And one of them is that, how do you see the media literacy?
Media literacy?
Yeah.
Of Japan, Japanese. Yeah, the media literacy, this word itself is not so familiar for Japanese people, I think.
Right. I see.
Compared to the US people. But the media literacy itself is very simple idea, I think. What's the fact is, try to reach the fact from their own viewpoint. That's the thing of the media literacy. So, but at the college, also at the junior high school, we don't have any the media literacy class.
Right. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
So I think the including my individual experience, we just consume what the each media said. That's our consuming style of media.
Right.
But now is we have to think the what's the media try to appeal, and
yes.
what's the social media. Social media is also now media, so
right.
social media contents try to appeal to
right.
us. So the media literacy is getting more and more important for us at this moment, I think.
So do you think that we should teach? We need some education for media literacy. You mentioned that we don't have any courses at the grade school or
right.
high school.
Right.
But with the emergence and existence of so many different kinds of media, I think we need to have a clear idea of, we need to be at least think about whether we should check the facts and so forth. And,
in order to get the media literacy, I think it's a simple. The everyday we can do. We try to kind of doubt what's the social network said, what's the media said. Media is also already, as I said in the lecture, already through the media. The Asahi Shimbun news is already not objective.
Right. It does, yeah.
Already the news is through the reporter's viewpoint, through the editor's viewpoint.
Yes.
So what's the Asahi newspaper said, what's the Yomiuri said, what's the other the media said. We have to try to think before digesting. What's the ingredient it is. This is the basic attitude to think, to try to do their media literacy, and also their same as what I said in a session. The simple word. What's the subject is?
Yes.
The car drove over the woman, or woman was driven over by the car. It is already the biased.
Yes.
Not biased, but yes, biased. Already the editor pick up the subject.
Yes.
So those kind of simple perspective, doubting perspective, doubting attitude is important at this moment.
I see. That's very, very important. I think that's very good lesson for us. I think one of the things that I find is that, for example, during right after the earthquake, I think we have no idea what was going on. But I think a lot of Japanese want to have the authority telling them this is what happened. And the government didn't know what was going on. So they were reluctant to say something. And that left a lot of doubt in a way. That led to the lack of trust in what the government says. And I don't know whether...
Is that the March 11th?
Yes, yes. And I think that at that point, I thought about the Japanese tend to like the authority to tell them this is it, rather than give me the collections
Right, that's
of
the
different.
Japanese character.
Yeah.
Yes, right.
So if that's the case, as you mentioned, media literacy is very difficult. It's very critical for the Japanese because we have to doubt.
Right.
Is this true?
Right.
And at the same time, we need to be aware of a different kinds of sources,
Right.
rather than just one, presented by the government.
Right.
So that I think that says we have even more need for media literacy. It seems like. What do you think is going to happen to social media overall?
On social media?
Yeah.
I think that, social media is a kind of the magic power for
Yes.
the people. Basically the people like to express
Yes.
ourselves. So once the social media get it, everybody can be the media.
Right.
Like Dan Gilmour said.
Right.
So we're not gonna, release this power
Right.
anymore. So the social media tool will be continued forever, I think. And then, but the way of the deal with the social media should be very different. Like Facebook, how to use the Facebook, how to use the Twitter. Already during the 5 years, already changing.
Yes.
Some people go into the dark webs.
Right.
And some, so, infinity information world was now spread all over the world. So one side is good thing, one side is
What do you think will happen to the established media?
Established media. So
now that social media is
yes, of course, this is now is one of them. Now we are not we, but existing media is still influenced to the government.
Right.
Very pressure to the government. But regular people has various information, which is relatively of course the lesser influence. Because the more competitors we have. Still, people need a blend of information. People cannot tell which is which.
Right.
So the media company, existing media company is not only the existing media company, but a professional media company is kind of the Mekiki media.
I see.
Kind of.
But established media will survive. That's what
have to survive.
I see.
In my personal opinion, because the watchdog of their function is only we have.
I see.
I try to believe so.
I see.
Yes.
So the social media cannot be a
of course, social media is also the power.
Yeah.
But professional,
I see.
keep watching their power should be the professional.
Okay.
In your part.
Right.
So
I see.
This is
your base and your mission and their purpose. I see.
That's why we still very carefully think about what strain of firewall is.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you very much.